Alright, so I'm looking at a list, a chart of the best-selling video game franchises of all time. Tetris is number 1, Call of Duty's number 2, Mario, Pokemon, GTA, FIFA, Minecraft, Sims, Lego, and Final Fantasy. Now, of course, there's a huge gulf in between some of these. I mean, look how big Tetris is compared to Call of Duty. But Call of Duty's number 2. And the reason I bring that up is that next year's Call of Duty is delayed. It's not going to come out. For the first time since it's, been created, basically, Call of Duty's not going to have a yearly release. As this, Tom Henderson says, who's a freelance writer at various sites, Activision set to delay next year's Call of Duty title. This will be the first time in nearly 2 decades where the franchise won't have a yearly Call of Duty. It looks like a lot is riding on Modern Warfare 2. It kind of is, but it's also at the same time with Microsoft buying Activision and everything. Now that's going to make it where they're putting more of an emphasis on the game being as good as possible instead of just trying to shit it out. And well, hey, let's microtransactions. And the reason why isn't because like Microsoft's some grand, there's some grand deity who's blessing us with their grace and their wisdom and all that kind of stuff. It's very simple. It's because they understand that if it comes out every year, people are, start getting sick of it because the quality is going to start going down because it's going to be very hard to have high quality every single year. I mean, if nothing else, they could look back and be like, hey, Call of Duty was, depends on your viewpoint, was high quality for a long time coming out every year. But now with the way video games are, the amount of money it costs to make, the time it costs to, or the time it takes to make them, it's hard. It's really hard to keep up quality. So Microsoft knows that we're going to start poisoning the well. Plus, also the whole Warzone thing makes it a lot simpler and a lot easier choice to delay or to not have a yearly title because they can just have some updates to Warzone. And I've read that they make more money on Warzone than they do on anything else, and I believe it. I read that a while ago. I could look it up, but I'm not sure if it's true or not because it's also the kind of thing where it's like even like with this is from Statista.com. Are these fully accurate? 496.4 million. Do we know that that's true? I mean, where are you getting your information from? That kind of stuff. I mean, it's not really relevant to what I'm talking about here. In this case, I'm not trying to make some kind of sales number comparison. It's just to show that Call of Duty, if it's not number 2, I mean, if you think that Mario or Pokemon or whatever, it surpassed them in terms of sales, because it depends on what you consider like with the Mario games, because they put his face on everything. But then at the same time, they count Lego. But anyway, whatever. But the point is, they're taking a year off to kind of avoid franchise fatigue, but then also because it's just the developers probably need more time. Because I had heard that Infinity Ward was making it, and I mean, they're stretched thin. I mean, there's a new damn game come out every year. There was a plan for a while there to have it, each dev team would get 3 years. So they would have 3 dev teams, each would take 3 years to make a game, and there you go. That sounded really good. That sounded better than it being 2 years, and you had to alternate. Because it's really hard to make a new game every year, or every other year, without it being very samey. And that's what it was. A lot of the Call of Duty games are very, very similar. If you've played the games, you know. Now that doesn't mean that they're not good. It's just, you got people who are trying. I gotta get that diamond camo for all my guns and stuff, just in time to throw that game to the side and buy the new Call of Duty. I gotta grind for the diamond camo in it, and it's like at a certain point, people start saying, ugh. Now, when Treyarch was making the games, like I should say, was making the only zombies mode in the games. Okay, that added something. But now zombies is in there every year, and you got years where they don't even have a story or a campaign. I guess I should say. I don't know. But anyway, it's just this is huge news. It's good on Microsoft to do this, to mandate it, because you can tell it's Microsoft. Because you really think Activision would have delayed the title? No, they would have basically thrown as many development teams, as many people at it as possible to get it out there. Let's shit it out, and then if it's all buggy and stuff, we'll just patch it up at release. Hell, EA just did that with Battlefield 2042. We'll just shit it on out there, and then we'll patch it up. Which of course hurts the brand. Well, Microsoft is at least smart enough. They're still greedy. They're a greedy business. All businesses are greedy. But at least they're smart enough to realize, hey, if we do that, we're going to start hurting the Call of Duty brand. And the Call of Duty brand is going to be very important to Microsoft. That's one of the main reasons that they bought Activision Blizzard. I mean, obviously it helps that it comes with so many other IPs and franchises and stuff. But Call of Duty had to be probably the biggest, in my opinion. Bigger than World of Warcraft, I can tell you that, at least in my opinion. But anyway, whatever. I'll probably go ahead and wrap this up here, though, because there's not a whole lot to say other than just it's good that they're doing this. Even if they're not doing it for like this magnanimous gesture and stuff, they're doing it because, hey, we don't want to hurt ourselves in the long run. We just paid $75 billion for this shit. We don't want to ruin it. But still, hey, it works out well. Anyway, like I said, I'll go and wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.